chased around by the Skrulings. And then he was like, okay, there's problems and we all have to depart, right?
Yeah, they all took off. Richard left the soldiers there with instructions to guard the Garden of Life. Like, don't let anybody in there. And like the Mordsith, he told, like, disband them, take away the Aegials. They're no longer a thing. But other than that, life kind of went on as normal.
Apparently they repaired the doors, right? Because those were smashed down.
Yeah. Fix the door.
That was one of the things I noted right away. They mentioned the doors like 3 times, and I was like, those doors were fucking on the floor last time we saw them.
Richard's just got a thing with breaking down doors now. He can't help it. Every door in his house is going to creak when he gets old. Every single one.
So yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Also, like, we just don't know how, like, Darken Rawl's a spirit. Did he just, like, ghost his way up in there? And then also one day they looked in the Garden of Life and were like, oh, some shit's going down. Or, like, I'm just curious how shit unfolded at the palace.
Like when he appeared to them for the first time?
Yeah.
He showed up at mess hall and was like, hey guys, what's up? Whoa!
Yeah, right.
Whoa, you're a dead dude!
And him and Sister Odette have been doing some shit in the Garden of Life here for a minute, obviously. And his troops have been following him, so it just... I kind of wish we had a little window into what happened.
It probably was like that, because Richard explicitly told those soldiers to not go in there. Nobody is to go in there. So when they were guarding the Garden of Life, they're like, we're not going in there at all. So if Darken Rawl just appeared there, they wouldn't even know.
That's true. But, I mean, the doors were knocked down for a long time. I will say that.
That's true.
So they had to be able to see in there for a minute, at least. But, okay, I could see that they maybe wouldn't have realized that anything was different in there, maybe until this moment when things are freaking out.
Surprise!
All of a sudden there's a sorceress fucking shooting lightning at the dragon in the sky, and this dude's chopping shit down, and okay, he's going in there.
And it's on, yeah. And all it would really take is for him to send word somehow to the troops that were loyal to him, like, hey, I'm back, fuckers. This is plan A. This is what we're going to do. And they'll fall right in line. So, yeah, naturally, one army starts to attack the other. Odette's doing her magic stuff, whatever it is they're working on, which we know is opening the veil.
Yeah.
Probably put that boundary around the palace, it seems like, to keep people away.
Well, I think it might be a shaft of the boundary, like going straight up out of the Garden of Life. So maybe everyone just saw that starting to glow, and they were like, oh no, some stuff's going down.
Some shit's in there.
Like the dark mark up in the sky.
Hey, look, the other direction. That's a good direction, too. So, inside the garden, Richard sees a circle, a white sorcerer's stand, and a scrin bone. Not a scrin bone, the scrin bone. The one with all the... Well, yeah, it's sitting inside the sand in the corner of it, and the sand has all of these magical symbols drawn into it, which we know that's what Odette was working on when he saw her in the vision.
And also, this is the bitch who stole it from Addie's house.
Yes, that's where it went. He also sees the altar with the 3 boxes of ordens sitting on it. They're black. They gotta look so badass. But from the open box is a shaft of green light. That's obviously where the green boundary light's coming from. It's not surrounding the palace. It's a shaft of light. But there's also these blue, red, and yellow swirls.
It's magical AF.
Yeah, oh yeah. Sparkles galore. This is spirit finger shit, guys. And the 3 colors that were mentioned there are at play a little bit later. Well, one of them already, but there's like yellow lightning that was being shot at Richard.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that blue and red come up just a little bit later. I don't know if they're supposed to be intertwined or if it meant anything at all. I just noticed that.
Oh, you were just like, symbolism, I'm paying attention.
Yeah. Some shit's lining up here.
Hey, Nate, you know what else lines up?
No, you're not going to get me. All right, what?
A beer break.
Cool. Why don't you tell our fine folks what you're drinking tonight there, JD?
Oh, well, you know what? Actually, we found one more of the Brewdog pack. Like, way in the back of the fridge.
Jade was super excited.
Actually, though, this one's a lager. It's a Lost lager.
Mm.
It's a dry hopped Pilsner. So,
yeah, I know what those words mean.
So, I mean,
I know some of those words.
It's not an IPA, but it might be better, right? There's some stuff on here about unicorns being the national animal of Scotland.
That's true.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna try this right now. Oh, okay.
Wait, what? Oh, no, it's not an IPA. It's a lager, you said. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, it happened, you guys. It is a unicorn. Yeah, you know what? I can get down with that. That is kind of like an IPA, but not... It's not so extra, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. It is like an IPA turned down just a little bit.
The bitterness is less than
You
there.
can still taste the hops, though. They're right there. It may not be at the forefront, but like, it's okay. No, I'd drink that.
Yeah, it's like a million times easier to swallow. Like, literally to swallow. So, yeah, okay. All right. You know what's really funny, though, is it's called the Lost Lager, and it was in the back of the fridge. Lost. So.
That's pretty amazing.
Cheers, guys. We'll be back right after this.
Hey guys, Nate from All the Things, and I want to talk to you a little bit about 4 Acre Freedom. So 4 Acre Freedom is a family-owned and operated one-stop shop for everything that you're probably already looking for. They've got vinyl-laid shirts, they've got hoodies, and don't forget your beer koozies. Those are, like, essential. We have some, actually, with the All the Things logo on it, and they look pretty sick, just saying. They've got custom-made rings and jewelry, which Jade and I also have, and they're fucking badass. We got these ones. You guys. It's like stainless steel, but then there's a core. Jade's has like meteorite in it. I think mine's got like dinosaur bone in it, and they glow, and it's like, they're fucking cool. I can't do it justice with a microphone. You guys really have to see it. Again, we are going to post these on our Facebook page so you guys can get a better look at them. They're awesome. He can do custom woodwork and signs. Like, you want a badass grace or a quote, or even like a picture of something from the book, he can do that. He's got a thing that just like, it'll etch it all out onto wood. Real fucking cool. You get exactly what you want every single time. He can do leather work. You want a custom sheath for your knife, or perhaps your sword of truth. You need a new belt. He can do that too. I mean, you could put those two things together and probably make a scabbard. Just saying. And also they have farm-to-table bread, candies, and confections, which are delicious. I have tried them. Look, here's the thing. Everything they do is of the best quality. And it's all literally handmade. This is not that kind of shop that just buys a bunch of shit cheap online and then you get cheap stuff for a little bit more. No. The value is there. The quality is there. Everything they do is awesome, and you should check them out for yourself. They're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and of course, you can check them out at 4acrefreedom.com. High quality, handmade. And we are back, drink in hand and ready for the face-off between Dark and Rawl and Richard.
D-Rawl versus R-Rawl, head-to-head.
In the black corner, wearing the white trunks. I'm not going to continue that because I don't have all the details. I'm just like, it's the one guy.
Let's be real. Dark and Rawl probably doesn't have any clothes on at all.
Oh gosh. He just got all greased up and is wearing the leotard thing the wrestlers wear.
Yeah, as a spirit. He's all spirit nude over there.
Spirit nude. That's right. Oh my gosh, that's right. No, he probably is. I don't think it's mentioned anything about his clothes.
I don't know. I don't remember, but that's how I picture him.
That's fair. That's fair. So, as happens before many a good face-off, the bad guy asks the good guy to join his side. You know, totally not like Star Wars. In fact, he offers him immortality and like everything that goes with that. But naturally, Richard's like, why the fuck would I want that? If you win, life's going to be shitty. I don't want to live that forever. That sucks. That's a really bad prize.
The bad guys are always like, don't you want to just live forever? That's all we want. We just want, like, never-ending power and forever the same thing. Like,
right, exactly.
Right?
Help me destroy the world. You can live forever. Pass. And Richard, he's not interested. He's like, yeah, what else you got?
At that point, Dark and Raw is like, hey, we can save Kaylin, man. And he shows him a vision of Kaylin being beheaded with her hair all chopped off. And he reminds him, Scarlet is fucked. She cannot take you to Indril. You're not going to make it.
Yeah, you don't have time.
Which I kind of already assumed at this point, but I guess he had mentioned, like, in the beginning of this chapter, like, it's like dawn, man. If I just knock this thing out real quick, I can make it there.
Yeah, it's early dawn light, I think is what it says, something like that.
Yeah.
In the first paragraph of the book, it is the very beginning of the day. He has all day.
And it is not a problem for Scarlet to make it there if she could in fact fly, but she can't.
Right. So Dark and Rawl, right, in offering to save Kaylin, he gives Richard a lot more to think about. Like, would Kaylin hate me for making such a jealous choice for both of us? Would she even enjoy a life like that? Probably not. And like, knowing Kaylin wouldn't want that, he says no again. He's throwing the last chance he has to live a life with Kaylin, albeit probably not a very happy one. Not that he wouldn't be happy with her, just like if life sucks because everything's ruled by an evil bastard, then whatever. But he's throwing his last chance at that away.
Yeah. Showing, that he knows that the world of life is more important than Kaylin. It even says that he thought about his childhood, which means that Prelet's plan to, like, get him to appreciate the world of life actually fucking worked, by the way. But yeah, it shows that he is having that kind of test of pain that he was watching Warren go through before, where, like, you're choosing the fate of the world versus your love, or, just, like, what's best for everyone versus what's best for you. A selfless act, Right.
And this came up in Wizard's first rule, too. When they all first got together, there was this, 3 to 4 chapter arc where they're all swearing loyalty and kind of be like, well, I would do this for you, no matter what, for me. And they all kind of go around the circle and acknowledge that to the other two. I'm talking about Richard, Kaylin, and Zed.
Yeah.
But here, Richard is making that choice to sacrifice himself for everything else when it's just him and the bad guy. Like, he's really not doing it just to show Kaylin, like, yeah, I'll do whatever it takes. It's not just lip service. He means it, and he came to that decision by himself.
Right. Now, I will say, considering before when he was stuck at the palace, and we were talking about how it's kind of hopeless, right? If he's stuck there for 300 years, there's nothing to really propel him to go on. I guess the difference in that situation and this is, number one, this is like whole world. Like, literally the lives of everybody versus just his happiness. Also, that, like, okay, so if he were to have been, like, depressy and suicidal. Not that I think he should have been, but if he would have been at the Palace of Prophet, like, that wouldn't have hurt anybody else. You know what I mean? Him feeling like there's nothing out there that really is motivating him to go on without his friends and family there is different than him deciding that the world still needs to go on without Kaylin in it. And it helps that he's still going to be able to see his friends and family now without Kaylin.
Oh, right.
But just, I guess, the two situations are different because I feel like it was much less of a motivation for him when he knew he was going to be stuck for 300 years. Like, the world of life was still going to continue to go on, but his friends and family weren't going to be there. That's just, like, sad. Not, like, why would you want to keep going in that world? But
there was no motivation for Richard in that point.
Right.
To want to say, like, the world's important, but even if I save the world, it's going to be shitty. And now he's looking at it where he can save the girl, or save the world.
Yes.
And in that promise that he made, because